I saw someone on TikTok say how tea has like 2 minutes of greatness and then you don't have to reheat it. So you gotta keep sipping. It's like, it burns so good. I feel like I'm like right after that. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I'm an artist who is running a small business. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my current favorite art supplies. So let's get into it. My iPad, which as we can see, has been getting some love. I'm gonna put stickers on it because it's like, it looks like it's been through the ringer and it hasn't really been through the ringer. I told y'all about my iPad. I bought a 9th generation iPad, 10.2 inch screen. My only setback is that the screen is small. It being refurbished is not a big deal at all for me. The Apple Pencil is new, however. Just full disclosure, I enjoy having it because I have been a teacher. Well, I had been a teacher for 6 years and I had always had an iPad, and it never dawned on me to actually save up for it, or it did, but it was like something was always more pressing to take care of. And so I just never got one because it's like, I'm buying another computer, I might as well have a laptop. I decided a few months ago, I'm gonna go the refurbished route. Something that has enough space for me is the most important thing. So even if it wasn't an Apple product, I would have gotten a refurbished tablet of some sort. This is really great though, and I love it so much. I love working digital. It is easy to me. Like I love being traditional, but working digital is easy in terms of I can upload it, I don't have to scan it or anything like that. But I would still go through the hassle of scanning something if I really loved it and wanted to share that as well. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think that's everything for the iPad. Let's move on. Holbein acrylic gouache. I really like working, specifically these 3 colors have been my favorite probably because they're just so perfectly pigmented to me. If you are looking for flat and graphic, I feel like these are really good for that. You can definitely build and blend, but these won't reactivate. Acrylic is plastic based, therefore, once it dries down, it's dry. If you are looking for water-based gouache, I think the Holbein water-based gouache is really good too. So I had been working with the acrylic and I was like, why is this not blending out the way I wanted to? Isn't gouache supposed to reactivate? Not realizing that I had bought the acrylic base, and I bought it because there's an artist I like and I like the way that she paints, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get that. I need to experiment more. I thought it was a good jumping off spot, but I wanted to experiment more with water-based media. And so I got these and I actually really like them. I would buy both of these again. I think they both serve a purpose and I really like that. The funny thing is, when I was in undergrad, I hated gouache. It was my least favorite media to work with. I literally did not like anything that was acrylic based. I mostly used oil, and then I did graphic design. And then after graphic design, it was like, oh, I'll just be a digital artist, and never really messed with gouache again until recent years. So me using gouache now is actually a pretty big change for me. I don't think brushes make or break you as an artist. However, it is nice to have brushes that you like and can use to bring your imagination to life, to get your ideas out on paper or whatever you're using. So that being said, I use these brushes from my Himi palette. I got the Jelly Gouache probably a year and a half ago. And even though I don't use the Jelly Gouache like that anymore, I do really like the brushes because honestly, they are in the shapes that I need them to be, and they're here. They're convenient. They do a decent job. I'm not super picky about brushes, but I do like to be mindful. So these are convenient and I like using them. I do really like the Princeton brushes. These are my little bougie brushes. They are smooth on the handle, I'm not gonna lie, and I just enjoy using them. I do like my Himi brushes, again, for the convenience, but these are a worthy investment. I feel like, especially like the fine point on them. If you need something that gets into those tiny details, brushes like these are crucial, and taking care of them is crucial. Again, I love investing in supplies that I'm going to use for a very long time. If you paint with anything water-based, get you one of these. Get you one of these. This is amazing. I have heard about Stay Wet palettes for years and never invested in one. I was a whole art teacher and never got Stay Wet palettes, which, no, I could have probably used them. But this is amazing. Because I use water-based media now, it's really helpful to have this. One of my hangups about using acrylic was that every time I mixed paint, I could never remix the same color. And since I couldn't remix the same color, it got on my nerves when there was color variation that I didn't want. If you have one of these and use it properly, you can mix as much as you need to mix, and then everything will stay the color that you want it to stay, unless you like manipulate it or something like that. So if you're working with one particular color and you're like, this is perfect, mix a lot of it, put it on here, and you're good to go for a long time, as long as you keep it sealed and like spritz it a little bit. She the one. Last and certainly not least, crucial to an artist's journey, and the sirens. I'll wait. My bad, I'll wait. Emergency. Last but not least, crucial to an artist's journey, your sketchbooks. I have a few sketchbooks and I have paper as well. But in my sketchbooks, I like to use two particular types. This one is a Strathmore, I believe, and it is a water-based media type of sketchbook. So I paint in here exclusively. There's not really much more to say about it. I like how the paper handles the paint and water and things like that. I don't have to worry about it buckling or bending in a weird way because it is built for water-based media. Here is my beloved sketchbook. I finally got a big sketchbook, which is kind of intimidating. It's hard to fill the pages. I do have a smaller sketchbook that a friend gave me, and so I use that for if I'm going to a museum or if I'm just going to do some observational stuff, like look around, and it's like, that inspired me, quick little draw. So I have another smaller sketchbook that I use from a friend. And this one is, I'll get my ideas out here as well. If I'm carrying a book bag, I'll most likely be using this sketchbook because it's comforting. It has all my stickers on it. I just enjoy it. I enjoy using it. I believe it's Moleskine. Is it Moleskine or Moleskine? I don't know. It's definitely that brand though. You know, like the brand most of us use. And it has my stickers on it. I'm trying to fill it up, and then I'll do a sketchbook tour when I fill up the actual sketchbook. One last thing that I really enjoy using is the Strathmore Mixed Media. I use this for the traditional media I've done to create licensed artwork. So I will use gouache specifically on this, and I'll use colored pencil on this as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful wherever you are in your art journey, whether you're choosing to be a hobbyist, a professional, or something in between. I think that art supplies are crazy overpriced, and that can be a hindrance for a lot of people to join and participate in art as a hobby or as a profession. I get it. Get it, trust me. From being an undergrad who could barely afford art supplies to being a teacher in areas where it was hard to get art supplies for my students, I really believe that if you build your collection over time, that is more than okay. Everyone can make art. So again, I hope you all found this video helpful. If you have any questions about art supplies, and I have used them before because I have used a lot of art supplies, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to stay authentic. Bye.